Yeah, baby. Got some Mopar keys. Gotta make these new factory Chrysler key blanks fit in the Toad and actually do something now. Alright, Toad, let's check something out. Alright, that's no good. Let's see what we got in here. Alright, we got a busted ignition cylinder. We got a door lock cylinder. Let's try the cylinder we have in here. Alright, that is good. Let's grab this. Alright, this one works. Got one more door to try. Here we go. No, not this one either. But you know what? We just did a door swap on the Toad. See, look at that. Nice door swap. Coming around. It must work on this one, right? Nope. Toad, what is going on with you? Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Dan H, and welcome to the project over here with the Toad. And I just went through all the keys that I have for it, and well, the only thing that works is the driver door and the ignition tumbler. I think those were swapped out. Why do I think that? Because I do believe I supplied the previous owner with that set so they could get into the Toad and start it. I think their key was broken off and wasn't working, whatever. I gave the guy a set, and now I got some mix and match thing going on. But I did a door swap, and I want to make sure I have a matching set of keys anyway. So I think I'm just going to take all the tumblers from the Toad 2 and get a nice matching set. So let's start with the ignition tumbler. That should be the easiest one to swap. I'll show you how to do that. All right, we're going to start with the ignition cylinder. It's the one that looks like this. Obviously, this isn't the one. This is the busted one, but we want to get to this magical little button in here. So we'll just set that to the side. Oops. The one we want is right there. Now we're just going to have to take off this little clamshell for the easiest access. We got, no, not that one. That one, and there's one screw right there. If you're good, you could just punch the little button with a screwdriver, but I'm going to show you how to get to it. So 1, 2, 3, we'll take that off with a nice screwdriver. Now, some XJs, well, maybe not XJs, but some WJs, ZJs may have a Torx bit, maybe a T15 or a T20, but XJs are screwdrivers. So we'll just pop off the screws like so. We'll get to all 3 of them. Sometimes I like to stick, but give it a whack. Oh, yeah. And they fall out. Clamshell is down, and there is our magic little button right there. See, we can't push it just yet. We need the key. So if you don't have a key, you cannot remove the cylinder. But if you're good, you could come up through that hole in the thing and push the button, hit it with your knee like that, and then grab the key, give it a turn, and that should depress the button, and this thing should slide out. But a lot of times your key will be stripped, your cylinder won't pull, and this happens a lot on very old XJs, ZJs, WJs. I had that problem with the Grievous. Remember, the battery kept dying? Well, people would pull the key out without rotating it off. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take off this little shroud. It helps a lot more with your access. Okay, we're just going to pop this little tab off this side. Okay, also one on the top. When you pop both tabs off, this slides right out. Now you could film your removal by popping this bad boy in with the screwdriver, holding it with your knee, give it a rotate. That engages the little button, and now you can get your hands on it. There we go. Pull it right out. All right, done with this guy. And your new one is going to go in basically the exact same way it came out. Make sure it's on so the button can be depressed. Goes right into its slot. There we go. New key ignition cylinder. Very important though, if you have skim on your XJ, let me explain what the skim is real quick. Skim is security key immobilizing module, and you know you have skim if your XJ key is gray. It's a big, fatter, gray key head, and that, if you're gonna put an ignition cylinder that takes a skim key, what you're gonna need is the skim module. It's basically a little ring like this, only it detects the frequency of the key. You're gonna need that skim module, and you're gonna need the PCM that goes with it. So you got a lot of swapping to do to retain your skim. So non-skim, straightforward. If you have skim, you're gonna need your key, you're gonna need your skim module, and you're gonna need your PCM. All right, all done, clamshell reinstalled. Let me just show you proper clamshell installation. This piece has locking tabs that go all the way around to the back. Don't forget to click the back in, and it tucks into this little rubber shroud, which gets tucked into this clip, and then the two halves connect together right here. So that's it. All right, now we're gonna take off the driver door lock cylinder. To get to that, it's pretty straightforward. You gotta remove the XJ door panel. To remove the door panel, it's just one Phillips screw here, one Phillips through here. That's special, that's got machine threads. And we got these big old, I guess they're P3 Phillips head. These are big guys. Get yourself a nice big Phillips head screw. Sorry, focus, sunlight. So we're gonna take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. All right, got my screws. They go right here for the time being. Now the panel, I mean, I'm pretty sure this one is busted. This should just flap right up. Yeah, but it should have those little clips in there that hold it nice and straight. So we're gonna pull it out, and we're gonna bump it up if we can. There we go, and up and out. And we're gonna get to, look at that. These were, geez, really loose. They're supposed to fight you. They go in there. I was gonna replace this guy. I still might, but I think it wasn't working because the plugs were loose. Thanks, previous owner of the Toad. All right, these get really stiff after being in there for a while. There we go. That's one. I'm gonna use a screwdriver for this one. Just pull them, rotate them, and then get them up and out. Well, this one's down, but you get the idea. Door panel comes off, set it aside, and then we're gonna go right in here. Got this nice big open cavity. That big rusty piece that's going up and down, that just slides out. Let's see if we can point to it. This guy right there, that piece just slides out forward. And then you got another one of those clippy things that's in orange right down there. That little orange guy is connected to the lock, unlock little bar. And we're gonna try to pop that off that rod and then pull this thing, bar and all, right out through the top here. And I gotta do that off camera because can't see it. All right, so I just yoinked that out like this. Just bring it straight forward. This comes out. All right, I just pushed that little latch away and I got the rod free. Pulls right out, so that's good. Now, the lock cylinder should fall right out. Well, let's see. Usually they're stuck in there. You might need to whack it with a wrench or whatever you can get in there, but let's see. Should be able to push it, and it should just pop out. There we go. Coming around. Nice little twisty maneuvers. There. Let's just keep it in this orientation so we know how to put it back in. Alright, gonna lay it down like so. Now I'm just gonna line up this one so I can duplicate this exactly. There. It's gonna go like that. Alright, so I'm just gonna swap this guy onto here. There we go. That was easy enough. And go ahead and soak this guy in WD-40. Nice smooth lock is preferable. And we could just fish this in. Hey, where are you going? Hey, come back here. fish this right down in, just like we got it out. Come on, don't get stuck. Oh, got stuck. Fish this right down in from whence it came. Come on, baby, go. There we go. See that? The door is keyed, so can't even mess it up. Brilliant. You're gonna want to slide in that little clip first, and then you could go ahead and get that rod in its place. Can't even see it. Might take a little finagling, but you got a top hole here and a bottom hole there. That way you can get both hands around it, get that clip in, and when you're done, that should be nice and flush. And even better, we're gonna be able to have a key that matches the ignition. There we go. Lock, unlock. Perfect. Look at that. That WD-40 got some nice spring action in there. Fantastic. All right. There we go. Now we just got to put this thing back together. And if you happen to have a hole in your door panel before you reinstall it, you can flip it upside down, and then you can put some masking tape over that hole right there, cover it up, and you got two of these little alignment nubs. These are, look at this one, they're always broken off. You could go ahead and snap one of them off. Where is it? Right there. And then what you got yourself a whole nub cylinder of plastic that you could melt right into there, and it's color matching. So we're gonna go ahead and melt the chunk right in there. It's pretty flammable stuff, so once it goes, we're gonna just plop it right in there and smush it in with a screwdriver. Let's see how it came out. Alright, not bad. It's plugged. Maybe I'll do a little dab on the top. The problem with doing it from this surface is you might never match this nice little texture. You know, it does work though. A nice little fingerprint. Here we go. Drop the nice hot piece of plastic on it. If you're brave enough, you can hit it with some heat. A little torch. Get it nice and melty right there. And you let it cool down just a minute. Give your thumb a little lick, and then just pat it down there. You get the idea. Keep doing it till it's level, and you got a nice fingerprint pattern. Almost matches the grain. There you go. Not my finest patch, but you get the idea. After you repair the holes you may have, now is also a good time to replace your master switch. Mine was shot, so I went ahead and got myself a new master switch. It's just 3 easy little screws, 1, 2, 3, after the panel is out. So might as well go ahead and do that. Make sure you order one ahead of time. I also highly recommend you order a bag of these. These, they're huge. Every time you do door work, we're gonna wanna just slide these in here. If you don't have any, chances are they're all smashed like this. These little fasteners out. They just slide out. Go ahead and pop in the new ones. So I'll leave a link to these in the description. Come on, baby. Just like I will this and all the other good stuff we use today. All right, guys, there we go. Got a nice door panel, beautiful new switches. We got all perfect hardware that matches, that's supposed to be on this Jeep. We got ourselves a locking cylinder. Let's just double check it. Unlock, lock, unlock. There we go. Let's see if it matches here. Yep, matches here. And there we go. One more test for today and see if it gets us in here. Unlock, lock, unlock. All right, that works. Now I know you're asking, hey Dan, you didn't mention the hatch. Well, I'm gonna be swapping this lift gate with that lift gate. So let's see. Does this work here? Yes, it does. So we will be addressing the cylinder of the hatch in the other video. Whoops, when we swap it out. There we go. Ta-da. All right, you want custom keys cut? give Tony a call. Keycraft LLC, my key guy. What's up, Tony? Comes to your house. I'll cut you a key for your XJ. Even program the commander fobs. So yeah, good to know. Here's his business card. Give him a call. I'll zoom in here. Check this out. Look at that guy go.
Alright, they're all good.
Yeah, the towed Jeep is getting keys, baby. Oh, this is the most important test, I guess, right?
Yeah, it is. Key 1, it turns the ignition. They already started.
Good.
Started on this one.
Full start. Nice.
That's exactly what I'm talking
Dude,
about.
thank
Yeah,
you.
of course, man.
Here we go. Some quality Mopar keys cut with care from my guy Tony. Nice to have a matching set. So now I could pair them up with their fobs. And yeah, we got tons and tons of towed keys now. Even got the original and his practice key. He didn't want to practice on my expensive Mopar keys. So thanks, Tony. All right, guys, that's going to do it for all this key and lock shenanigans. As you can see, I got that new door on. It looks nice and straight. I did that right after I did the fender swap, but I didn't film the door swap. I got a ton of door swap videos for XJs. I'll leave some links so you guys can check out the old door swap videos. But if you're going to do a door swap and a fender swap, make sure you don't do them both at the same time. You're going to want to leave the fender on to line up the body lines with the door. You're going to want to leave the door on to line up the body lines when you do the fender. So you see that? I got some nice, beautiful straight lines there. So this is squared away. This is great. Locks are all straightened out. And we even got that master switch in when I did this door panel video. I didn't go into too much detail on this because I also have an XJ master switch video. That's one of the first videos I did. So I'll leave a link to that as well. So check out my door swap videos. Check out my master switch videos. And much more stuff to come on the Toad. We're going to do a hatch swap video. I also have a really, really nice interior. So we're going to do a whole interior swap. Check out the floor pan, see if there's any damage in there. That's further down the line when it's a little warmer. I am freezing, so I'm going to go in before I get too cold. So that's going to do it. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next project. Peace.